If there was like a bunch of us there, it would have been ass. It would have been ass.
Skiddy.
No skid.
Still gotta collect the skids, man.
You always got to collect the skid. That's the one
get
one
some
thing you
back
got to
ends.
do. You got to grab them skids for the back ends.
You
Grab
never
the
know, because
skid.
you really never know.
A lot of people
Bro.
sleep on the skids.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the majority of our sales are skids.
Cause people like affordable stuff.
People do like affordable skid.
Straight up.
Yeah, for
Straight
sure.
up. One
For
man's
sure.
skid is another man's fire. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. I've seen that happen too many times. Like this. This was skid.
On me, he got
This
the
was straight
Tony
skid
on.
me. This was a
Ooh.
skid out the little thrift.
For sure.
No, you got him off the racks.
Skid.
Though.
Oh yeah, it was off the
was
rack.
off the
Yeah, it was
racks.
off the rack.
So
So it was busting. It
But
was
it was
busting.
still
it was pretty
smooth.
busting.
I mean, so I got taxed.
I mean, there's
That was
a majority of thrifters like literally only shop off the racks because like
racks.
the bins like can be too much for people sometimes.
I can imagine. I
and
can imagine.
like
You can
Micah,
definitely
he's
attest.
only racks, but he always
Ah.
brings heat.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
it because it goes to the racks first and then the bins.
Yeah, well, so like
Or not even?
it will go. So in a lot of places, they think the older clothes aren't worth putting on the racks. So like if you go to
Okay.
like Salvation Army, like downtown, everything upstairs is like brand new Target shit, basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is
so,
a
like,
brand new tech.
And then everything else is all the shit they think they don't want to put up there. So like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird as hell. But
It's like
then they
that.
also get shit shipped from other places and stuff, and that could easily be what used to be on the racks at another Salvation or whatever. But yeah.
Type B.
The majority of their shit upstairs is like Target shit, brand new, like in box, like maybe opened shit and stuff like that. But yeah, the racks is smooth though.
I mean,
I'm
the
trying to
racks is
travel
busting.
up
That shit
like
busting.
north or some shit and hit the racks or
No,
some
for sure,
shit.
dude. That shit would be lit. That should be lit.
That should be gas.
So they can't give out too much sauce.
Oh,
That shit could be
me.
lit.
I mean, shit. Give out the sauce. Bring it to us.
Bro, fuck it. Come on.
Come to us with it.
Come
But how was everyone's weekend?
It was good.
It was smooth.
Went to the most boring city in the world.
Wow.
Bro,
I wouldn't
how
say
could
it
be
was
the
most boring.
if it has the highest drug usage? That don't even
Oh
make
my
sense.
god. Well,
That
maybe
might-
that
it must
is
be
maybe
turned.
that is why it is
It's just
boring. It's so
turned.
boring. Niggas just get
Just
off hard
off.
drugs.
Niggas just off. Niggas just off it.
Christ.
Hey man, when we was in that one thrift shop and bro came busting in talking about my tool just got took. My tool just got took, and that homeless nigga was out there. I seen bro eat.
And
Nigga
didn't
would
even
just-
get that nigga a clear answer
Bro,
of
he
where
was
the
not
nigga
giving no
was.
clear
I was
answer.
like,
He
oh
was like, I
my
seen
God.
him. Nigga didn't see. Like, bro, what did you see?
Oh me. I wouldn't say it was the most boring city. It was definitely like a really chill city, if that makes sense. But like
Definitely
there's
chill.
not necessarily a lot to do there, but like there was definitely it gave like a good vibe, if
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It
Like
was interesting. It was
yeah.
like. It was interesting seeing like another part of America. Like I wouldn't say like I would necessarily want to live there, but
No.
like it's the type of thing like if
There
you're
might
like
be
on
another
a
part of
road trip,
Omaha that was better, or even maybe
No,
closer
yeah.
to Lincoln.
No,
or something.
Lincoln,
Yeah,
I
all
heard.
the- yeah.
That's probably busing
'Cause
over
it's
there.
only
I
an
mean,
hour.
I heard Omaha's like there's a lot of like parties out in during like the right time. It's busting.
People were saying, like, yeah, there was a lot to do out there. Like, when we were asking them, like, oh, is there stuff to do? They were saying, yeah. So it probably could be, like, some group events that they just be knowing about locally, how they link
Yeah.
up. They
Mhm.
Might be a
network.
lot of parties.
Probably, like, Facebook whoops and like that.
Be real communities.
On me.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad spot. I think there's
Like
'cause-
better. It looked better than Michigan. I'll tell you that. Like Michigan had
Yeah.
Motown, but like in like the old infrastructure.
Yeah,
But like
yeah, because I mean, Michigan got hit hard with like
Yeah.
economic shit, so like it definitely makes sense. But it was a booming city back in the
back
day,
in the
and then
day,
it
so
was
like some of the buildings
yeah,
look cool and
yeah,
shit. But
for
like,
sure, they're
like, a lot
definitely
of the
empty
houses are
inside
tried-
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, houses are trapped up. Yeah, definitely understand that. For sure. For sure. It was even weird on Motown block. Like literally all the houses were
Yeah.
like bandos on the
Yes.
block.
It was,
and then,
it
and then
was
just
like
And then
band-
Motown.
that-
literally.
And then
It's a
just like
strip
the
that was
couple
just
houses
busting.
across the street that
Y-
remember
yeah.
got remodeled. We parked
Mhm.
by. And that
Yeah.
was just
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, literally.
But I mean, shit, if you're interested in real estate, it's a good place to invest in, maybe.
Straight up.
I think so in terms of like their
Someone
gas
gotta
and all
bring
that type of shit.
someone got to bring an NFL team there, and let's go.
I mean, shit. If you're
Talking
if
about
you're in
NFL
our age
team.
group,
NFL
if
team,
you're
so
in
then
our
they're
age
gonna
group
buy
and you got
all the
M's,
businesses.
you definitely be
Oh,
up
you
by
talking
the
about
time
to
you're 50.
Omaha?
Yeah, if
Oh, yeah,
some
like
if
investing in
someone
that,
bought
yeah.
someone bought all the businesses that are open in Omaha in their downtown area that we drove by that was completely empty, and then brought a major sports team here and opened up every restaurant, hotel, whatever experience shopping center with all those businesses, you would just be up. You would own the whole city basically. So
True. I
that's
mean,
the
you
plan.
would
So you got
monopolize the block.
so someone's
you
gonna
need-
buy the
you need
Minnesota
some M's
Vikings and
on-
make them the
Yeah.
Omaha Vikings.
No.
Oh
Don't say
my
that.
god, that wouldn't even make sense.
What state that doesn't have a football team should have one?
Mm.
I'd almost have to look at like a
I mean,
map.
Nebraska's not a bad choice.
Iowa.
Yeah, I
would say-
Iowa is a little bit
Iowa's not a
smaller,
bad
isn't it?
choice either, I'd say.
Who else?
Definitely.
Yeah, who all doesn't even have one?
Hawaii doesn't have one. That'd just be loose
Hawaii
as
would
hell.
be-
Trying to go to a
Yeah.
Hawaii game.
That would be
niggas
lit
would
though.
be
They do the
sick.
Pro Bowl there and shit.
Yeah, that shit would
Man.
just be loose. I feel like people trying to like slide there.
Like like people traveling with their team to go watch.
yeah, like
Yeah, just a
family.
flight.
I guess you get a
It's a
vacation
flight.
kind of to go
Just a
there.
That should be
flight.
fun.
Come on a vacation.
Oh me, if you family.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be funny because like if that was your team, you would just be choosing it purely off the strength that it's Hawaii.
You'd be like, bro, I'm trying to stay there. For
That's how I feel with the-
from Hawaii, nigga.
With
fuck?
the Vikings, Vikings when they play in Vegas against the Raiders, that'd be a fun game to go to if I was like super up and just got like a little booth, go in the little club, just be up.
Well,
Just
me,
be-
the club in the
Be
game.
Club
I
in
wanna
the
go to
game,
that game
bottle
so
service right next to the field.
That shit is so cold.
That
I
would be
wouldn't do bottle
crazy.
service, but I'd buy a ticket and go watch the game.
Dude's gonna pay fucking $1,000 for a bottle of Tito's.
Oh, bro.
Probably more. It's probably got to pay like $20K for the section. You get like 5 bottles of Tito's and 20 people in for free.
I believe
10
some shit
people,
like
whatever.
that. Rip your scalp straight back.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
I mean, because
honestly.
it really depends how many people you can get in. Because if
Well,
you
like
split,
10.
let's say if you get 10 people in and it's 20,000, that's 2,000 a ticket, but you're getting like the best experience. And there is some $2,000 tickets in that building just to buy. You know, so if you play your cards right, you might save some money.
You can.
Whatever. But no,
If
it
you
will
got
be
that
turned.
many people who
It'll
are
be
down to
turned.
just throw down.
All you gotta
We're
do is just
down to
have
throw
one
down.
rich
Let me see.
homie and then just
Vikings,
like scalp him for it.
Raiders tickets.
He's
See
gonna
how
have a
much it
suite, and then
costs
you
to
just
go
go up
to-
to the suite every time there's a game, bro. Just buy
Or
season
that.
tickets.
Or that for sure.
And it's just lit.
It's weird because most people who own the suites obviously are watching the game from TV still.
They don't even be caring about the
Yeah.
game.
They're
half the
not
time. They
watching
just
it.
there just to
Because
be
they're so far away still.
Yeah, no,
the
you
the
are far
players
as
still
hell.
look like ants.
They said I'm
For
in the
sure.
building.
Oh me. They're just in the building like, oh, I was there when that happened. Like, nigga, you saw it on TV just like I did.
It's like, boy, you was over there with the chicken wings. What you mean?
That's how it felt to be at the Armory when we were like
Oh.
watching the boxing thing.
From all the way from the
Yeah.
back or
Yeah.
whatever in that little suite room with the
Yeah,
TVs.
it did feel
Even the
weird, but
Cardi
you
show.
could definitely still see though. Like
Yeah,
there was
you can
definitely like good
see.
angles where you could still see.
It just
but
doesn't feel as impactful, you know.
No, it
Yeah,
don't.
no.
It don't. Especially if you're ringside, like you're literally
Man,
seeing
you-
the spit
yeah,
fly
you're
off that
hearing
nigga's
the
head.
punches and
droplets
shit.
on you and
Oh,
shit.
man. That shit would be crazy, bro.
Knocking the taste out of niggas up close. From a
Oh,
distance,
me.
you're like, damn, he
Shout
just
out
fell.
everyone in the love.
Hey, what's
D-Rest,
good,
Goro,
Jump Mellow?
Jump Mellow. City
Trick
Medicine,
Mellow Gang.
City
Good, Goro.
Medicine.
Yeah,
the
we
Call
met
of
at the
Duty.
Call of Duty whoop. Back
There's some
in-
good price
back
tickets
in
for this.
09. No, where was that at? That was in my
Oh,
fucking-
nah. There's some good
I
price
was in
tickets
Vegas or something.
at this Raiders game. 366 for like lower bowl area. You can get like the cheapest ticket was 250 way up top, but for 400 you'd be sitting good.
Oh man, it's
For
like a
$400
$800
where?
John.
The Raiders whoop.
400
Plus
for a
tax.
nice seat. Yeah.
Oh.
See?
Maybe like
Shit, this
450.
this one got 280 ball. Oh wait, no, that's 408. Why is it showing me 408?
Because you have a multiple clicked on.
Oh, I thought it would just do one at a
Mhm.
Wait,
time.
what?
But yeah,
That's
no, there
kinda
was like it was
crazy,
like
though.
360 for like the 100s. So
Yeah.
you're paying a little over $400 probably with the fees.
They tickets cheaper than ours?
I don't know.
No.
No, I think the Raiders every game is like more expensive than ours because their
That was
stadium.
theirs?
You can get
That's at-
nosebleeds in the
yeah.
Vikings for like
$70.
Yeah, and their nosebleeds were $250.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that's that new stadium shit.
That's
Yeah,
probably
and then,
and
like,
it's,
it's
and it's
just
the
hot
resale
out.
market too. a
yeah,
little bit, but-
resale. Visitors
Vegas.
probably ain't getting the best deals either.
Definitely not.
True.
In Vegas though, they can. That's like people got money.
Yeah,
out
that's
there,
nothing
so.
for them.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
facts.
used to spending that shit.
That's a
wonder
night
how
on
much-
the
No
town.
income tax. Motherfuckers is over there just
Look.
balling.
Hey,
Mhm.
Cracking.
Oh, me.
sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy. I need to hit like a
Las
little Vegas trip. I
Raiders
need some type
game.
of Vegas money out there.
Oh, me. I need a real Vegas juggernaut.
Oh me, should be fine.
Damn.
That's crazy, though.
Nightly suite rentals for Vegas games are some of the most expensive suites in the NFL. Suite prices range from $15,000 to $75,000.
They probably bring out whole dancers in your shit. You probably got
15 to
damn near strip
75.
club
That's
in
a
your shit.
big range. Like
From a small one
like,
with
what
no
the fuck?
package to a big one with everything.
basically
Free food, steaks, filet mignon, everything.
for the 75K.
Wagyu burgers.
I better get bro.
Mhm.
75K for
Diamond
a
plates.
day of watching for 4 hours of watching football
Oh
is
my God.
crazy.
Speaking of fucking Wagyu, oh, will we beat the Chiefs? I don't know.
We'll beat
That's
Taylor
gonna be a little bit
Swift.
hard. We ain't beating Taylor Swift. She just took over the NFL. Anyway, but speaking
Oh,
of speaking of Wagyu, I went to this spot, Billy Sushi,
Well,
um,
I feel like I heard about
2 nights ago. I think it
wanna
was
go
2
there.
nights ago. Yeah, that was my first time going there. It's a really nice ass restaurant. I think dude's from Minnesota and shit like that. Super cool vibe in there. Super good drinks. Like I had a little wagyu steak or whatever, like kebab thing,
Oh,
and then like a bunch of like different kinds of sushi or whatever.
uh-huh.
And it was weird. Like Liz and I, our bill got to like 200 or whatever, and we were just sitting next to this like lady. She kept like bumping into me and shit, and like was like kind of just like putting her menu on me, like asking me like weird ass questions and shit.
Mhm.
And it was like later on she kind of was asking me because she was mad that she wasn't getting a drink, and she asked me to get the bartender's attention. And so like immediately I just grabbed the bartender and I was like, hey, I mean, she just seems like she needs a drink right now, and she's kind of like she needs it now. And then like so then the bartender just started making her drink, made her shit, got her right. And then our bill came out. I literally put my card in the thing and then gave the dude my thing, and then he came back and there was no fucking tip line on my bill.
Mhm.
And so like I asked the nigga, I was like, bro, why isn't there any tip line on my bill? And he said, somebody paid for your meal. And then the nigga like looked and he was like gesturing towards like
Yeah,
the
the
old white
lady,
lady and
yeah.
shit. And then I looked at her, she just looked at me in my eye. I was like, oh my God. Liz looked at me, she's like, say thank you. I was
That's
like,
great,
I was like, yo,
yo.
like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And she was just like, then she started going into the whole spiel. She's like, thank you for listening to me, da 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 da. And then like this was where shit got really weird because she like started talking about her husband and like all this other like weird shit, like how, oh, like I sometimes people will think of me as like a whore or like all this other shit, but they
What?
don't even know that I have a
Whoa.
husband and I have this fat ring. And then this lady just showed me this fat ass rock on her hand, like just thick as hell. And like, I'm like, shit, bro. Like, so you're like loaded and you're just like in here acting like you nobody or some shit.
Yeah.
That's cool, like whatever.
Like random.
And then she's like, but you know, one thing like that really I appreciate, because there was like another dude sitting to the right of her that was like trying to hit on her on some like nut shit.
Mhm.
And she's like, I just appreciate someone who listens and like won't get offended by what I have to say. And she was like, and then this is how like she kind of like ended off the conversation. She's like, but one thing that really strikes me, especially being here, I love this city. It's so beautiful. I'd even live here. But she said, I just want people to know that George Floyd was not a good man. And I was I was like, bro, I was like, I can't even like react to this because it was.
Just
I'm like, you just paid my $200 meal, so
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like looking at her like, yo,
like, what do you even say? What do you even?
I just
like,
didn't
did you
even
know
say
him
nothing.
or something?
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, bro, like
That
this
was your
is-
man
I
or
was
something?
like, our conversation just went completely left, and then it was just like, she just looked at me. She's like, be honest. You know what he was into. You know what kind of guy he was. Would you hang around a person like that? And I was just like, I mean, I guess not. I guess not. Like, and she's like, maybe he wouldn't be my friend. I didn't know him. I didn't know him.
Like, what?
And she was just like,
Don't know that nigga.
she was just like, yeah, that's just like the one thing that like really irks me. And I was just like, bro, like at the end of the day, like,
That's
that's crazy. And I was just like, I really appreciate you. Thank you. And as soon as I stood up, she was like, I got to give you a hug. She just like hugged me so hard. And then the lady kissed me on my cheek.
Oh my
and I was like, all right, I got to go. I was like, this is insane,
What
bro.
the
But yeah, I was like, I don't know if it was like the lady thought black people was going to be crazy or some shit in Minneapolis or what the hell was going on. But like, yeah,
the
I don't
hell?
know.
So
So
Some-
how old was this woman?
Bro,
That's
she
just
said she was
funny.
56 or 54. So not like crazy old, a little bit older than my mom,
Type
but like she was like, you could be my grandbabies. And I was like, no, we could
Not
probably
really.
be your kids. But
Yeah.
like, I
What are you
wouldn't say
saying?
It's
all
like,
that.
no,
Like,
I could be your sugar baby.
it was weird because it was like, that was kind of the vibe she was giving. But then like, my girlfriend
But
was
yeah,
right
you're
there.
sitting
So
there with-
like,
yeah.
I'm like, this is just weird. Like
What
you're
is
just being
going
on some
on
weird
right now?
shit. But I was just smiling, nodding, and just giving her
being
her validation or whatever
That's
she needed in that conversation. Cause I was just like, damn, bro, I ain't never been in no situation where a nigga just paid off a $200 meal
$200
ever.
meal?
Like
No.
just a
Hell.
random. I don't even know you, but like,
I
yeah.
think drop a social bomb
Yeah,
on
just
you too.
drop a social bomb. I was just like, I mean, I'm not those type of people that care to
was-
argue with people at the
Oh,
bar
bro,
because
hell no. That
that's
shit
you're
is
that
not-
type of person to bring that
It's
shit
not
up
even
at a
that
bar.
deep.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm cool off
all
that
of that,
type of
all
shit.
that behavior.
And liquor's in the system. You already
Oh,
know that shit
yeah,
ain't even
no, thank
that shit
you.
ain't even worth it. But that shit was just so funny. Definitely the highlight of my weekend. I
That
can't
shit
even
is.
lie.
you know, that's a fire highlight of the weekend right there. That's
For
fire.
sure, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's crazy.
That is actually.
That is
funny.
I didn't
Very
expect
wild.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
That
that's
That
pretty-
took
that's pretty-
the sharpest
pretty turned,
left
though.
turn.
No,
of
bro,
all
I'm
time.
telling you,
That's
that was
turned, though, 'cause
I
she
like
paid for
I
the-
had to look at everybody else at the bar just to make sure they didn't hear that because
Yeah,
like
that would have been off the wall.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
I didn't want
You
niggas
didn't want her to
be
get
like,
scraped or something.
Yeah, niggas to be her to get scraped
He
or
said, "Hey,
niggas
what
to
the
look
fuck
at
is
me
this?"
like, why ain't you defended this
Like,
nigga?
oh,
I'm
dude.
like, bro.
Oh.
I was like, hold on.
Should I have a
Like, you was
meal?
the guardian of
I
George
was just
Floyd
here
or
to have a
something.
meal, and I gotta be grateful to the person who paid my meal, even though she's saying some crazy shit right now. But yeah, no, that's Minneapolis living, and shout out to Becky from Houston.
Shout out to Becky.
You're real.
Houston, Texas. That's,
Houston, homie.
Yeah, yeah.
H-Town
Made a lot
real.
of sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't like what she didn't say nothing about him dying, which I was like, okay, that's like
Yeah.
at least you got that kind of bone in your body that you're not
Like, he
gonna
shoulda
start just
died.
yeah, like you're not just like saying
Like, he
shit like
deserved
that.
to die.
But it's
He
like,
shoulda
damn, just to
died.
come at
Yeah, that
somebody
would've
and just randomly tell them that nigga was a bad person. I was like,
Random.
I was like, whoa.
Okay, like, I was-
yeah.
She had
But
some
I mean,
like pent up
Whoa.
aggression.
But I mean,
somewhere.
like in the
Yeah.
news,
Definitely.
they were highlighting afterwards, like the
For
drug usage
exactly
and
the
shit.
drug usage, the
I don't even
Grand
know what else-
Mason shit,
Yeah, I don't
him
even know
being
what
in
else he was
porn,
into.
all types
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
That shit.
there's a lot of shit that
I didn't know.
obviously it's not necessarily shit we would agree with or like anything like that. But like at the same
that
time,
shit
to
sound
say that
loose.
I wouldn't be his friend, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Or to say
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
like
you don't even know
I
the
wouldn't say
dude.
hi to him on the. I would probably say hi to him on the street or some shit if I
Yeah,
just
straight
seen him.
up, yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's just weird. I wouldn't necessarily say a person is a terrible person,
Yeah.
but
Just
Off
a
the
per-
strength that
Yeah, I
you
don't
don't
know.
even know them,
Yeah, I
especially
don't know
somebody
them.
who got murdered.
yeah, I
Like,
was just
Jesus
like, I was
Christ.
just like, hey,
she don't
man.
even live in this state.
Yeah,
No,
you
she
don't
doesn't.
Live here.
So at
She
least
doesn't,
people
but that's
people
what-
who live in
that's-
this state could maybe say that because they might feel like they know him a bit more just off of
Exactly.
living here, even
Yeah,
if they don't.
but I
personally
feel like
know
so
him.
many people
You-
outside of the state felt so affected because of like the shockwave of what
Yeah.
happened after George Floyd that like they
Yeah.
all have their own opinions, even though they've never been here. So like that's what she said. She said she was kind of dreading coming to Minneapolis when like because she was here for work,
Mhm.
and she was like, but it looks so beautiful and like the people are so nice and the weather was so nice. And she was just saying like how like I'm pretty sure the way that she was talking of like how she got a different preconceived notion from like the whole George Floyd thing
Mhm.
before she came here.
Yeah.
And like
Interesting.
it was good that it was kind of changed, but it was weird that she still had to get
That
that
she
little
still had
spit
that
off.
That
hard
that bone in the
ball
body,
thing.
like, hey, nigga.
Yeah.
I decided
Just so you know.
with that one
The
nigga
whole
though.
time, though.
It's like,
I fuck with y'all.
Sydney,
I don't fuck
Sydney
with bro.
cool, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas, nah,
Yeah.
nah. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, and then she just
God
kept
damn.
going on too about how hot how good looking my girlfriend was and like how hot I was and shit like that. And I was just
What
like,
is happening?
yeah, I was
She
just
wanted
like,
to be
this
the
is
third.
weird.
Swinger
That's what it
lady.
felt like. But then she kept bringing up her husband. So then I'm just like, what are
She
you
wanted
even
the
doing?
4-piece.
Yeah, she was on some nutball shit.
Seriously.
She on that
Nutball.
4-piece
Where was her
McNugget kids
husband?
meal.
Yeah,
You know what
he
I'm talking about?
Back in Houston, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Motherfuckers is different, man. But hey, Houston was different in general. When I went there, like a lot of people do kind of have that vibe, but at the same time, they're really hospitable.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. When I was in Texas, people are definitely more like open.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember,
way
bro,
more open about their,
like, to their
opinions and
opinions.
shit like that. But then at the same time, like they want to be buddy with you still.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Like,
so friendly. So
yeah.
friendly. As
Oh,
long as,
yeah.
as long as as long as you don't say no like crazy off the wall
Yeah.
shit.
As long as you're not mad at them about their opinions.
I mean,
then
I
you're
guess
Yeah,
that
cool.
just
yeah,
means
straight up.
everybody's like open-minded, though.
To
yeah.
an extent. I mean, it's the type of thing. I mean,
It's
when I
not
was
like
there, like
open-minded
if
to
somebody
your
said some like
Perspective.
Yeah.
They
super
don't listen
crazy
to it.
shit, I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily be like if a nigga was like, oh, George Bush was my favorite president of all time. I wouldn't necessarily be like, nah, like, fuck that guy or some shit
yeah.
like that.
Like
Yeah,
I
I'd
ain't
be
got
like,
nothing
alright,
like that
like,
to
that's the
say.
fact.
Like,
I
it's
ain't
like
got
cool
nothing
if
like
that's
that
like
to say.
how you feel.
Yeah,
like, go
if you
ahead.
like that
I don't
nigga,
give
you
a
like that
fuck.
nigga. It's just
Yeah.
like motherfuckers
And
out
that's
here
how it's
liking
supposed-
Doja Cat.
that's how it's
Y'all-
supposed to
Literally,
be.
like she don't like black people, but
Yeah.
if you want to listen to her music, go ahead.
Go-
Sure,
go the
sure.
fuck ahead,
Like
I
don't know
guess.
what's wrong
That's
with
true.
you, but do you? Like
So
shit.
literally.
goal.
On me,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
She
sold
definitely
her soul.
did. She definitely
100%.
sold it. like,
Sold it like a
just like
fucking.
paved
I
it
haven't
out,
really
big
even been-
contract.
Every
I
time I
haven't
see her, she
still
looks
seen
more and
that
more
video or
demonic.
anything.
She looks more and more demonic every
I
time
still
I've seen
haven't
her at like
seen
a
She did
fashion
for
show
her
or
any song
whatever
from her.
movie premiere things they
Talking
go
about,
to.
like,
and dress up.
haircut, eyebrows dyed.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
piercings
sure
and
she like
shit.
cut her
And
eyebrows.
she
and
looked
she made that
crazy
song
and
called
shit.
"Paint the Town Red," and like I think like the famous hook that everyone uses is something like "I would rather be famous instead. I'm a paint the town red" or something
Yeah.
like you'd rather be famous
some
than
shit.
anything else, and
I
Yeah.
build your soul so you can paint the town red and spread your demonic
Yeah.
world to everybody.
Yeah,
Pretty
and I mean the
much.
way that
Let's take a
she's
Rick over
the way
here.
that
That's
she's
the only part of the
promoting
song
it
I've
too.
heard, yeah.
The
I
way
have
that
not
she's
heard the
promoting
song.
it too.
I've not heard it.
Devilish and
But
it's
I-
just
'Cause
like
she had those
a whole lot of
devil,
darkness.
she had
Devil
those
horn.
devil people walking around the UK to promote it too.
Like,
Like,
it's
they're
just
just
weird
painted
shit.
in blood, like all
Yeah, she-
devilly, and just
she is the
walking
prime
all
example
weird
of
throughout
selling
the
your
UK.
soul in
Not
the
a fan.
industry.
I don't
Oh,
like
loose.
that. I don't like that,
Shit,
bro.
man.
If you're edgy, be edgy, but like as soon as you take like
It's
that,
just
the
such a-
demonic route is
yeah.
crazy.
It's just like when you look
Like,
at
in
Bitch on
physical
Macau,
form is crazy.
when you look
Yeah.
at Bitch on Macau to now,
Till
it's just
now.
such a turn. It's such a crazy turn. Like in terms of her body, her look, like her aesthetic, what she's preaching about and shit like that. Like it was fun and memey at first, but then it just kind of became like really weird and almost like
She be
A
selling out
detriment
big-ass
to
shows.
society.
yeah, you just see
Straight
what
up.
fame is and does through her, kind of
Yeah, no
like
cap,
on some
no
nut
cap.
shit.
No,
and
that was
it's
it
like,
was a good example of it. It was a
Yeah.
good example because I feel like
Yeah.
you don't generally get to see what a lot of these people were like before,
yeah,
and like she was not like fucked up like that. And I
Yeah.
don't want to say fucked up like she's
Yeah.
like
Her
you know,
mindset is just completely
but
changed.
like
Yeah.
become completely morph the person into I don't know something
Yeah.
that I don't know if your past self would agree with.
but the thing is I feel like too with the whole Bitch on Macau thing, she was trying to hide all the chat room shit and stuff
Mhm.
from before that. So it's like, Yeah,
That-
I mean,
that's the
she had
that's
an
the craziest
inkling of
shit.
it before. It's just she just let it out once she got to the top, and she knew nobody could turn on her.
Yeah, when she was untouchable.
Yeah,
It's fucked.
literally. But it be like that, man.
We're fucked.
That's the industry, gang. That's just how shit be. Darkness for
Darkness, nigga. Independent all the way, nigga.
real. I mean, there's a
Save
lot
your
of.
soul, nigga.
I
Save
feel like
your
there's
soul.
just a lot of
Save
shit
your
in the
soul.
industry that is really crazy. Like right
Genuinely.
now, it's like a lot of people really reaching
Mhm.
for a lot of just different personas and shit like that.
Like who else?
Like
Even Pink
obviously, too,
Panthers, I
like-
feel like had a little shift up too. You got
I would say so. I feel like it's kind of it's like it's almost like weirder because for them they're almost doing like what Taylor Swift's team is doing. They're like just jumping into whatever will keep her buzzing.
yeah,
type
the most
shit.
relevant shit.
Whatever it is, it don't really matter if it's like super bad morally or whatever it is, but if it's the next biggest rapper or this big group that has this underground culty following,
Mhm.
they're gonna push her into that scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know?
definitely.
But like, even the Taylor Swift shit, like, nigga, the NFL is writing in a bio Taylor Swift and
Yeah,
shit like
that's
that
fucked. What
on
the fuck?
Twitter and Instagram and shit like that. Like,
Crazy.
I don't even know. Like,
What
and
the
then
fuck?
it's like
That's
it's
She's
all
a bigger star than
yeah,
any player in the league.
yeah, like that's what
Yeah,
you're
like,
saying.
that's
She
random.
is
She
like that's
is,
kind of
though,
insane.
but
She is.
maybe not
Random.
in
Yeah.
the NFL to the NFL fans, but in the grand scheme of the world, she's way bigger than any.
yeah. If
Then
you
who's the
plop
most
her in the
famous?
middle
Then
of
who
China,
like Justin
like,
Jefferson, Pat Mahomes, Odell Beckham.
I mean,
she's more
shit.
popular than any.
Yeah.
She's the most. She's more popular than any rapper.
Y'all should just come out with a Tom
Drake.
Brady movie and push that
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah, I
fucking
was
pushing
gonna say,
Taylor Swift
what?
era's
Yeah.
tour
Tom
movie. That
Brady.
shit is just so
They might be.
weird
Taylor
to me.
Swift's probably paying
Crazy.
for it.
They are paying for it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like she's dating this nigga on purpose, but also pushing her movie. So it's like, and that's what's gonna play before every game now. It's gonna play like
Because all
until
the
it comes
Swifties
out.
are gonna be watching the
Yeah.
games and they're gonna be.
And,
Oh, the
and
movie's
I mean, the
coming out, and
NFL is
the
happy.
movie's
The
coming out.
NFL is happy because they're getting more viewership, and that's
Yeah.
great. But it's gonna drop off at some point, which is why
when
I'm
they
saying
break up.
exactly. Which well, even
Yeah.
if they don't break up,
She
it's
just
gonna be
stops
at
going to
some
the
point
game.
they're gonna not.
shit's
She's
so
not gonna
loose.
want to keep going to all these games. She's gonna have to go on tour. Like he
Facts.
maybe don't want the camera always shown on her every single time he score a touchdown. Like it's probably gonna be like some shit like that where it's just gonna slow down the viewership of Swifties watching Taylor for NFL, and then it's like, all right, what's the next move? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, if you do a Tom Brady movie, at least you know that nigga's always gonna be there, and it's gonna keep the football fans and even people who are really older fans like
Oh,
still
double
engaged
back,
or whatever.
yeah.
But I don't know. Regardless, money is money, and that's what capitalism is. So
Capitalism.
They joking off the
Capitalism's real.
You see,
relationships.
I seen Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes' wife were like talking and hanging out in the booth or whatever at the last game. And I know his wife just like happy as hell. You went from
happy as
not necessarily
fuck.
a normal everyday mom because you were
She was hated.
she was in the
She
documentary
was hated.
and whatever. Like she was in the documentary. Like people know who you are. Like you're Patrick Mahomes' wife, but a lot of people just didn't really like her very much. I think
Yeah.
after the documentary, just like her attitude or the way she. I don't even know why. I didn't think
There's
she
a
was
lot
that
of
bad.
reasons why.
And then now you're just like kind of like friends with Taylor Swift out of nowhere. Like you're
Damn.
just like you.
Now she juice.
Now you standing next to Taylor Swift at the games, talking and gossiping while having a drink about the game, and your husband or your boyfriend and husband, whatever. Like you just went from you just like completely leveled up in the.
She's
in
just
how
the
many people
biggest
know who you
Swiftie now.
are and,
in
like
the
your friends.
social, economic
yeah.
world.
I'd say in the Swifty world.
Yeah.
Type
'Cause
shit.
that's
People are gonna be like,
just
"Who's
a
this?"
dystopian society because the rest of people don't give a fuck about her.
No, for sure.
Taylor
bro.
Swift.
For
Oh,
sure.
bro.
Because like at the end of the day, it's like
I mean, really, anybody who's like super idolizing stars.
Yeah, but, like, to
even
me,
the
it's just-
Beyonce fans
to
and
me,
shit.
it's just Taylor Swift embodies what privilege is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you really like think about it, Beyonce and Taylor Swift went on tour at the same time.
Mhm.
We, with no doubt in anybody's
They
mind,
did.
Beyonce is a better artist, better performer,
Yeah.
better singer,
Yeah.
better at doing everything that Taylor Swift
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
But Taylor Swift sold out 2 days, every state, and more tickets than Beyonce, bigger venues.
Mm.
So it's like, if that doesn't show
That's
privilege
crazy.
to
That's
you,
actually crazy.
like, even though our population in this country is white,
Mhm.
like, if that doesn't show privilege to you, even Jay-Z is literally running music at the NFL.
Mhm.
If that doesn't show privilege to
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
like, that should be one of like the biggest things because we already know,
Yeah.
like, in this day and age, Beyonce is a better artist than Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift is always going to get the media credit, the love from the white fans more than Beyonce because she is white. And like it's crazy to really think about it, but it's like also it's just like a hard pill to swallow because you know that like there won't necessarily be room for Beyonce to pull the same shit as what Taylor's doing right now. Like, it's kind of weird that that's become popular, but that's also what her fan base has made popular, if that makes sense. Dating a bunch of different dudes, like, now we're making songs about them, and then we're just jumping on to the next promotional value. It's just kind of like, it's played out, but they're not played out from it. And that's why I think it's almost like
She's
a
like the queen of
dystopian.
dating famous
Exactly.
dudes and breaking
It-
up and then finding
Exactly.
a new
It's almost like a
Yeah.
dystopian. It really is a dystopian fan base of people who ain't thinking correctly. But like,
To be true,
but like,
yeah.
hey, well, like, at the end of the day, I'm happy for Taylor Swift for being able to pull off that artistry. But it is kind of like a real slap in the face to a lot of black artists and performers who are way better, doing way better than her. But I know like a lot of people will go for the streams or for the whatever. Like they'll say all that behind
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah,
But
which
you
is
can
like
see the
you
talent, you
can
can
inflate
see
those
what it
numbers
is.
anyway.
100%,
Yeah, so
100%.
that's
Exactly.
so that's
100%.
very true.
But I think that's the fans' best defense is her streams. Really,
Yeah.
is she is out streaming almost every
Like no
female
shit,
artist.
because you can fucking your label.
She gets
like
promoted by
anybody.
the NFL and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
pulls those types
It's
of moves.
going.
so you
That's
can't-
going to help, bro.
Yeah, like
it's
you
gonna
can't
help
compete with the biggest machine in the game.
for real.
But that's the thing though too, is with the industry they have like a hierarchy based on like longevity too. So everyone has their time on in which they get that certain spotlight. It might not be as bright as the other motherfuckers,
Mhm.
but everyone has that time period where you got to go through those certain like trials of
Yeah.
bullshit or whatever
Mhm.
to see how long you gonna last or really about this industry shit, and then you get that pop.
For real.
Yeah, yeah.
For real. I just don't know if we gonna have another black artist since like Michael Jackson, damn near, who's gonna get that type of
To that
love.
level.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And even then, he turned white in the second
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
And I ain't gonna
that,
mad,
and
like,
that probably
it's
helped his
crazy.
career a
Like
lot.
straight up,
No,
people,
for
like people
sure.
will probably look at him and
For
know
sure.
he's black, but his complexion's white to them.
No, yeah, I
know.
don't.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
it made a
don't. I don't
difference
think
for
they
his
would have
definitely
allowed him
should.
to have that
No.
title, even of the king of pop, if it's
If he
less
didn't
of that,
change.
yeah.
To be
I mean,
true,
yeah.
to be true, probably still.
It
be
would've been
Elvis on
tougher.
Some crazy stupid.
It
shit.
would've been
Like,
tougher
hell
for
nah,
sure.
No, nigga.
Literally, literally. To me, even I mean, you think about like icons, even in history, and how who people remember the most of, you know.
Oh me. What we got for Insta?
Instagram.
Somebody said y'all up too early.
Oh, click
Dude,
on that.
it's 11 o'clock. My
the-
bad.
the
bro,
twin
listen,
me.
if this is too early for you, boy, you need to get your shit together.
Click on the Brett
Get it
Favre.
together.
My nigga, you need to hit the gym at 4 a.m. and then hit a
Do you
5
remember
mile
this
sprint.
play from however many years ago?
I
Far
don't
that
remember
nigga.
any
He
play.
was
2009.
that nigga.
Damn, that nigga had a rocket.
Yeah, that
shit is
nigga was
crazy.
he was real cold with that shit. That shit was crazy.
Brett Favre threw the touchdown to Greg Lewis as
over
time
the
expired.
49ers.
Oh, the 49ers.
That is
Damn,
the
that is
coldest
such a
shit.
crazy
That was
catch.
the year. we were
Bro
supposed to
almost
win.
broke his
He
ankle
definitely
landing
almost just broke his
Yeah,
whole
no,
life
he
doing
put
that
his
shit.
body on the line.
to try to stay inbound.
Oh,
Dude, guess
bro.
who made their appearance in AEW yesterday?
Who that? Is it a WWE obviously star? Oh my
And then hit the right arrow.
From
I
our
think it's the next-
childhood.
No, to the right even more.
You must guess it right.
Who came
There's
where?
so many
To
wrestlers.
AEW
Is it-
yesterday.
it's like
so
a old
AEW is like
nigga, or
the
is he, like,
WWE's like
technically
competitor
young?
brand. Old nigga.
Old nigga.
Oh,
no.
gee.
Jesse Ventura.
No.
No.
Boy,
That'd be crazy if he was.
I'm trying to
Shit.
give it a genuine guess. No, it'd have to be like Mr. Kennedy or something.
The rated R superstar is now on AEW
Edge.
as Adam
nigga
Cole
is-
or whatever his
For
name
some-
is.
I was gonna
Adam
say
something.
Edge with them raising no cap just
Adam
'cause.
Cole.
Yeah.
And
That's
this
crazy.
nigga didn't slip. Why they all sliding under over there? That's crazy.
Bro, it's
The
crazy.
bag
They
must be
tried-
bigger
The
or
bag
something?
must be righteous because Tony Khan is the son of the I think the Jaguars owner. something Khan,
Yeah,
and he's like a
we looked that up,
billionaire.
yeah.
And he
Yeah.
owns like a bunch of Premier League teams. So he got his dad's money. Like he could literally ask his dad, like, I need $2 million to
He said,
sign this wrestler. Like, don't play with me.
need him. And that's gonna transfer so many
It's
fans.
gonna transfer
you know?
so many
It's so
fans, bro.
crazy.
His debut was insane. Like, and I'm pretty sure what's his name, Christian. That was
Mhm.
his brother, right?
Yep.
He was on the whoop on the stage.
Mhm.
Edge pulled up in the middle of their match or whatever, and like it was just fucking
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because even like Edge and Big Show was partners at one point in
Yeah.
time. And you know,
And
he
now
over
they're
there.
both over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. But they're going by their real name. He's still going by Rated R Superstar, but his real name, which is
Rated R
weird.
Superstar
So no
Adam
Edge.
Cole.
Yeah.
He
And
sold,
same song.
he
same
sold
song
the
too.
rights to WWE. At least
I'm
he owns
guessing
the
they
song.
own the rights to Edge, the
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they own the
They
rights
didn't
to
own that song.
the song. Apparently,
He owned the "You Think You Know Me."
Yeah.
He code over that.
Oh, me.
That's good.
he definitely up for that one.
Oh, man.
Did they win yesterday? Yep. Thank God.
Oh man! Shout out to
Yeah,
the
the Twins
Twizzy
finally got back on their shit.
The boys are
dope.
mucking.
Broke the streak of what was it, 19 years? It was like it was like 6,000 some days since the Twins won a playoff game.
And
Finally
now they
won a
broke the
playoff
streak.
game.
That's dope.
That's fire.
Appreciate you, Jump Mellow,
What do we got next
for the
in little arrow?
donation. Real niggas.
What's this Kanye thing?
Oh yeah, you can click
Click
that.
on that.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird. Oh, y'all are listening.
Yes, it's Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. You fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is my,
So I don't
this
know
is
if
my
you know
job.
who
This
he
is my,
is,
this is
but
he's Illuminati.
he is.
That's why
I'd say
fucking Cardi B was over there.
Black dude
Cardi
that
B
just
is a
went to
plant
the
by the
Japanese
Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound
I
as
guess he,
ignorant as
like, he's
possible,
done former
and
work
just
with
and then
the
make
CIA
songs like "Fuck Him" and you get some money.
shit. So they think he's.
You know, she was literally,
But then it's just kind of
replaced,
crazy too about how he
you
talks
know,
about
Nicki
Kanye and
Minaj
shit like
purposely.
that, too.
that they put her there, and now she doesn't know what to do, and she's just a fucking. She has no idea what the fuck is going on. She thinks it's just a blessing from the universe.
But this
Ain't
is
no
like
blessing
footage
from the
from
fucking
like the
universe.
whole the Don.
That's not some
documentary
paranoid
or
shit.
whatever, the one that Casey has like footage in, and like the Chance the Rapper being yelled at, like video and shit. It was all like from this time period, but it's just like kind of crazy that that's how he thinks about people off the when he thinks the cameras aren't necessarily rolling. But I guess that guy was just rolling that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you can even see like when the video kind of like when it ends, when that person walks in, he like just stops what he's talking about and shit like that. So it's definitely weird. I don't know if bro's actually CIA or not, but he definitely came in and has done his thing with the family. Cause even Kris Jenner got him like denying movie roles and shit. So
What you mean?
the
Like
Corey
dude,
Gamble nigga.
Him denying movie roles.
She made him deny movie roles
Mm.
because I don't know, their family's up. I don't know.
Mm.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Very weird.
It's a really weird
Click on that Lil Uzi
scenario.
one.
That house is fucked.
Yeah,
Also, shout out
Travis is out.
shout
too.
out Jump
Free
Mellow.
Shout
shit.
out.
Travis is free.
Shout
Love
out
to see
Jump
that.
Mellow for donating $5 in the chat.
You're
yeah,
a
they
shout
jump
out to
mellow.
Jump Mellow, for real.
You heard me. You heard me shout you out, Jump Mellow. Real
Oh, this
niggas.
nigga's so cool, bro.
Yeah, Turtle edited a recent video for Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi.
I didn't even know he was from Minnesota. I just
Shit's
thought he just
clean.
showed love to people in Minnesota, but he's from here too.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Gang.
That nigga eating some
Uzi.
crabby.
That's
That
young
shit look good as
Thug.
hell.
You know me.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Little slime out.
Scroll down.
mean,
a few
dude told me he
more,
was
see what
busy.
else we got.
Working on this. I was like, oh shit. So this nigga
Makes sense.
like,
Show.
totally.
And Bobby
valid.
Raps was on the Lil Wayne
Definitely.
album
My
too.
God.
Some big Minnesota placements recently.
Turn.
Uh,
Weezy dropping.
the Toy Story football game was a thing.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
So it's
I seen a
definitely
lot of people be
different.
like, "Fuck it, Toy Story highlights."
Yeah, those
And
are
it'd just
cool.
be
Oh,
like
weird.
the best plays off Toy Story. That shit was
Shit
weird
was
as hell.
different. Niggas was getting juked, all type of shit.
Click.
man.
Yeah, you can click the Toy Story one. Just don't unmute it, because I don't. It'll probably get striked. The NFL introduced Toy Story Fun Day. I think that's a good idea for the kids, but it's kind of cool. I'd still rather watch the game, but.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of kids watching it though,
Mm-hmm.
and like on TikTok and shit like that. Like
Shit
parents just
different.
recording their kids
Mm-hmm.
having fun with it while they're watching football too.
Mhm.
But is it only one game though?
This is
week
at least
is-
the first one they did. I don't know
Okay.
what the schedule's gonna be like for it. But yeah.
Yeah, looks cool. It's a new way to make people more interested in football. So it definitely does need work on that ball tracking thing though. That was
Yeah.
literally it.
Yeah, for their first time,
So-
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The players must be like wearing something then. Like,
That's what I
how are
thought.
they? How do
I
they
think so.
know?
Or there's one camera like over top catching
that
all
catches
the, that's
every,
yeah, like it's like a
like a-
motion capture
yeah.
camera, and it's
Yeah.
only
That would
catching
make
what the
way
players
more
are
sense.
doing.
The one, yeah, the
Yeah.
one thing that made me think the players
That's
are probably wearing
insane, though.
something is because they have all their names on the back of their jerseys and shit. So it's
I feel
like,
Which, yeah.
I imagine they could
remembering
feel like
probably
places
they
where.
could probably have a little something on
They
their
still
back,
have to be wearing
that
something
has, like,
for
their
the
location
camera
on the
to
field,
only catch
and
them.
then
You
they
know?
could just animate the movement.
I don't know, cause it was like bro did like a juke move, and bro's ankles fell and broke, and he fell on the ground, and like the little bots did it too. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
exact
Yeah,
way. Like it just
yeah.
looks crazy. How accurate it is.
Mhm.
Hey, 2023, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And probably on replays too, they can remake it look better.
Remake it,
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
before, like the live version
Yeah.
of it, and then it's like when they replay it, then
That
it looks
shit
way
just-
better than what it did.
Different
Yeah.
ball.
Get the animation
Mhm.
right.
But yeah, different technology, man.
fuck
We're
with
always
it, though.
hitting technology.
Fuck with
real.
it.
Oh god.
You hit that one of Ouija hitting the whoa. whatever that
Little
is.
whoa.
Little
Uh,
DX.
You
So
don't
I
have
think
to
I like
unmute
it
it though,
then.
'cause it's just music. We went to this art park while we were in Omaha.
Oh me, that shit was tough.
Oh, me definitely tough.
I want to swing, son.
Oh me.
Swing, son.
We went on the slide too. That shit was lit.
I mean, the
Yeah, I
slides
fuck
were
with
That
lit,
shit was
bro.
kinda
Slides
lit.
was tough.
Yeah.
I was
Cooking on
scared
the
as hell that
slides.
shit was gonna cook me
Oh,
though.
we had
Shit
to
look
dance
hot.
on this besser. I mean, you just didn't have to. Just can't let the skin hit the
Oh
metal.
me. Real slither.
Me little slide.
That shit was kind of fast. I was like, oh
Definitely
shit.
fast.
I mean, then Rick
Yeah,
was
Rick,
going slowly.
Rick was scared.
We thought that bitch was gonna be hot. It wasn't
Oh,
even
man.
hot.
Was it hot for you? Cause he was the only one wearing shorts, or were you wearing
I
shorts?
just made
He was
sure
wearing shorts.
made sure I didn't let my legs hit it.
Yeah, this was kind of lit too. I
Little
did like the
jungle
little
gym.
jungle gym. That shit was crazy.
That shit was fun.
But see, that's what I was saying. Omaha ain't terrible, but it's like it ain't.
Yeah,
nothing
you got a
would just
jungle
wanna
gym
just chill there.
downtown. That's pretty
But
cool.
like the cool thing
Yeah,
is
homie,
about
I
the
swear.
thing about downtown Omaha though is it feels like you could walk through it at night, like with no problems, no issue.
you probably could. You might get
Somebody's
ran up
gonna
on
try
by
to get
like
some minutes.
4 junkies trying to ask for like $2.
$2
Probably,
maybe.
Probably. They
But,
probably
like,
asked you
yeah.
for some dollars.
It just didn't
Spray
feel
chain,
like
nigga.
it didn't feel like any Hennepin Avenue vibes.
Oh no, you might
Oh,
you ain't gonna
yeah,
get like
no,
caught
you
or
yeah.
mugged or something.
It didn't feel like any problems you'd most likely have. Even during the day, Hennepin Avenue is kind of like loose ball, like with the
Oh, bro.
junkies and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
that
Yeah.
should be.
yeah, because
Boy, you don't
I
wanna
remember
be-
the day even you got lost outside. You was talking about the
Nigga,
niggas
that shit
downtown.
was
Niggas,
loose.
niggas was trying to get
That
my
shit
dude
was
off that.
loose. Niggas was drunk as hell, just stumbling through downtown. Homies left me.
Like yo, like
I
yo.
was like, bro, I ain't never been to this side of downtown, bro. What
I
the
mean, people
fuck?
start asking you questions and shit. You like, bruh.
On me, I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta think, I literally just pulled up. I just ran up on a taxi. Would just pull out some cash. I was like, nigga, just take me home.
What?
Makes my phone died. That's what cooked me.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
man.
about- yeah, I think that's.
I guess we haven't been open for what, 2 weeks? Or we haven't done a
Ooh.
live stream
No, we did
last
a-
week.
we did
didn't
last
do.
week.
We did.
We didn't do listening to music, but we did the.
We did
Oh,
the
that's
morning
right.
show?
That's right. We
Oh,
did.
tweaking.
Yeah, so we talked about all that stuff.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, the chicken sandwich shit.
Yeah.
What is
I watched the Dill interview.
Was
Oh,
pretty
me,
smooth.
Dill interview out now.
I watched it pretty smooth. It was pretty
Young
smooth.
Movement.
Fucked with it.
Young Move Maker.
Move maker dudes.
What are the newest moves that are coming up?
Yeah, we got a lot
if you
of
refresh
moves
the
this
IG
month.
page,
Actually, we do
just
have.
refresh it.
We have something in 3 days. We'll be in Cato.
Hit. Yeah, we're going to Mankato on Saturday. We gotta post that flyer probably
Yeah,
today.
that'll be
Tracy just might not
posted
be able to
today. Oh,
go,
yeah.
so we might have to just change it.
Mm.
But that'll
Wow,
be
dude
fun.
was the main one asking, and now he can't go. Crazy.
But he might not be able to go. But yeah, throw a little party at College Town. Some of the dudes' cribs. It's gonna be lit. If people, it's might just seen there's a text that said that you have to get like someone that lives there has to like let you in the gate, like past security to get into College Town this weekend though.
Damn.
It's like they're just trying to limit the crowd that's just like, you know, migrating to.
Because it's
College Town.
homecoming this weekend.
Yeah.
What was
That's
it
right for the
last weekend? Was
Was
homecoming
it
here?
U of M,
Yeah.
How'd
Yeah.
that go? How'd that go, Gabe? We won.
We won the
Yay.
football
Who'd we
Yeah,
play?
fire.
Oh. Like Tech or something?
You go to any parties? No.
He said I was coolin'.
And then October 12th, Chase the Money's coming to town with J Plaza District 6 and Cumo. If you want to play the little thing, you just don't unmute it because it'll instantly get flagged. But Chase the Money's coming to
Chasing
town.
money, chasing money.
The poorhouse.
That looked like 1,000-man funny. Like
What is-
beanie? Or
Is he like a D?
He just
DJ
dropped he just
technically,
dropped his
or what?
first single with I think with Young Thug. Like his first like as a rapper.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, what
I
is he
think.
even gonna be doing?
But I'm sure he'll just
Yo,
play
he
his
producer.
hits too.
Yeah, I know. He just gonna spin all
Yeah.
his tracks that he on. He on his
Awesome.
DJ Khaled shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it. I made this shit.
Spend all the shit he on.
Yeah, he got a lot of good songs with big people.
No, for
sure.
real.
So it's like I feel like I don't know exactly what to expect, but it should be pretty cool.
That'll be bossing.
I mean, that was definitely gonna be fire.
Pop out. We'll be there on the mic a little bit. So pop out. Hosted by me and Dan K. Should be fun.
What's good, Jay McDouble? Welcome in.
J Mickey D's is here. And then the 13th, I'm hosting at Can for this Friday the 13th show on October 13th at Can Wonderland.
Yeah.
Be doing that. I don't know.
Who's hosting that?
Like, who put it on?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, what's his name? Matt Fisher? Max? I think it's Matt Fisher. Let me double check so I don't butcher. Yeah, Matt Fisher. He's putting it together, but I'm hosting, and then there's a bunch of, let's see, who's all performing? We got Sinfest Volume 3 is what it's called. Starring Tracy
Sinfest.
Green, Love, Elisis, Matt Fisher, Heights, A1, Orphan Andy, with music by TJ You Wish.
They got ATR in that bitch.
Is that Orphan Andy?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's on there.
Crazy.
But yeah, we're finna be there.
Different.
And then the 27th, sponsoring a fashion show with Kimmy, Hug Your Homies, and Flavor World, I think.
And
The main
Bacardi.
three. And Bacardi, yeah. Bacardi's
Mhm.
involved. And
Fire.
the venue.
The drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe there's free drinks there or something. Free
Nice.
Bacardi.
Crazy.
Bacardi presents.
Bacardi.
They alright. They alright.
Hey, if you go and put Bacardi presents, y'all might as well put the free liquor in there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do
They have
something.
to.
Free shots for everyone over 18.
I swear.
Oh, free chizzies.
When is that? When is that one again?
21. That's the 27th.
So that's next.
And then the 21st, we're in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A lot of things.
I'm excited for Milwaukee.
It's just too
Yeah, that
much.
shit'll be gas.
It's too much going on.
Get these Milwaukee
I'm
bucks.
trying to sleep.
Oh, me.
I'm trying to sleep for like a month straight.
I hear you.
I feel
There's
that,
too
but
much going
also I
on.
want to go like on a trip somewhere and sleep.
He said I want to go somewhere nice. and
Like,
sleep.
me, just go somewhere
Get in a
nice and
nice
sleep.
bed with a nice breeze.
Just
Get
go,
a fire ass.
just go to
Airbnb with
Vegas
some
and
king
sleep
beds
at the
and
poolside
sleep there.
hotel somewhere nice.
Just get a tent in the middle of nowhere and just sleep.
Sure.
I feel that too.
I don't know about all that for the vacay.
No bug
That would be
spray, no air
that'd be a
mattress, nothing. Just
effort.
It'd have to
tent.
be somewhere
Tent and
tropical
pillow.
still.
Bro, I need to be somewhere.
Go to the Amazon rainforest.
Oh my god.
You would wake up
That'd be hell.
paralyzed from
You
poison.
just wake up
spiders.
just dead. Just venomous
Yes.
snakes,
I need to go
poisonous
to, like-
spiders,
we-
mosquitoes with fucking what is that
all types of
disease?
disease.
Yeah,
yellow,
Malaria.
yellow fever or something like that.
Wasn't there one that started with a
Malaria?
Z? They had like one that was a Z. I swear, Zika. You gonna get the
Oh.
Zika? You gonna get that
Damn,
Zika virus,
that's
nigga,
really
from that
crazy.
mosquito. Stop playing with them. That shit
I
disgusting.
need to go to like Jamaica or something. I
Jamaica,
feel like
I
that
need to
shit
go
would
to
hit.
Japan.
Little island.
Japan was. I want to go to Japan
Japan.
so bad.
I mean, I was just at my aunt's crib. She had a little Japanese meal whipped up last night. That shit was
Oh my
smacking.
god.
I'm trying to go to an island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Boy,
The
you gotta
island
go
whoop
to
would hit.
Thailand. Shannon.
Even like a Cancun, just like a little American island vacation whoop. Just chill on the beach.
Cancun,
Yeah, I feel like
What's that
Hawaii.
island in St. Paul? We'd go there.
Raspberry.
Raspberry Island.
Just sit
Sit
at
there
Raspberry.
in the
just
parking lot.
Just look at the Mississippi flow.
Oh, me. Or go to Nicollet Island in Minneapolis.
Oh,
Just chill there.
Say, fuck it, we got it.
Cause at Raspberry they have that little gazebo like the same they had at
Mhm.
in
Omaha.
Omaha.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
A little amphitheater or something.
Yeah,
Whatever they
yeah.
call the
But that
outdoor
shit
stages.
literally is overlooking the Mississippi, so you could just perform and right on the river.
I've seen a few shows happen there.
Yeah.
I've
It wasn't
never
like any
seen a
big
show
deals.
happen
Yeah,
there.
I've seen people perform.
I've seen
there, and there'd
people
be,
like
there was just like 20 people
dancing
there, and I
there
was a little
maybe,
confused,
but not like artists.
Shit, you could probably just set up and start performing there, and people would maybe show up.
If you can get some
And just sit
speakers
there.
to that, hell yes.
Yeah. Even if you're just playing like a guitar
For sure.
or something. The
Yeah,
guitar's kind of audible enough.
Definitely.
Especially when those things are like domed and then they like push the
On
sound
me,
out.
just be a little
so.
street performer, set up a little bucket.
Just set up right there. Just put your little bucket out on the lawn, and
Just
everybody just walk up
perform.
and donate.
Is that
Fuck
place
it.
open and just walk onto whenever?
I don't know.
Majority
You
of the
probably do
time,
have to
yes.
book it if you want to throw something big in there.
I mean, like
but
for just like if you just drove by.
Oh,
parked and
like to
walked
walk
onto
on,
it?
yes.
yeah, a lot of the
Yes,
time people are just
open to the
standing on
public.
that thing.
Yeah. People
Mhm.
just go over there and smoke all the
Damn,
time, or
just
take
throw a
like
party there without telling
senior
the-
pics,
telling the
wedding
city.
pics. Yeah.
Throw a party, don't tell the city.
Raspberry.
You literally could throw a party without telling them, but that's the thing. The cops gonna pull up if it's too
They
OC.
pulling up if it's crazy.
Mhm.
If it's crazy down there, just,
Just start
throw a
setting
night
up like
rave.
start setting up like
Oh, I
full
mean,
on
set
stage
up gates.
speakers and lights.
'Cause they
without
literally
telling
don't
nobody.
close
Hidden
it.
raves.
Like there's not
You
even a
gotta make
gate
moat
to that
around
place.
there,
You
just
literally
make it so
can
that multiple
drive
layer
24/7.
defenses.
Dude, I'll do a tunnel rave.
A tunnel rave. Just gotta build a
That would be
big
tight.
hole.
Nah, just go in like an abandoned
find one.
fucking tunnel from the Prohibition era and just
Mhm.
destroy that
A little
bitch.
cave.
Tear
Just
it
tell
down.
Use the
everybody's
Tesla tunnel.
secret address.
You just
only.
gotta spray paint it with a bunch of
speakeasy.
neon spray paint so it glows in the dark. Then put up a
Nigga,
bunch of
just-
black lights.
I mean,
That shit would be cold.
Turn-
Yeah,
you
open a
gotta
bookcase
pull
again
up,
there.
pull up the sewer drain, open the bookcase, nigga. You just all
little
up in there,
Teenage Mutant
nigga.
Ninja Turtle entrance.
I mean,
That's
Really.
crazy.
that's how you really get shit rocking out here. You'd be going stupid, nigga. You could make so much bread off that
Underground
shit.
parties.
Underground rave. The
Mhm.
ground's just shaking. They don't know
Because the
why.
thing is, I mean, I think the club scene is dead.
It is
like it's
kinda
really
dry here.
so dead. No, like in the rest of even the country, like it's getting
yeah.
so dry, dead. Like it's not even like a lot of niggas don't even shoot music videos in a club like that no more.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that shit is dry.
Yeah.
Niggas don't be in there.
No,
Bitches
yeah.
don't be in there dancing. Everybody just in there to
Yeah.
look cool, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm the main character party. Like
Yeah,
let's see
no,
who's
literally.
let's see who's gonna be the most like cool looking motherfucker
Oh,
without
me.
having to say nothing nasty.
Oh man, it's
Like-
literally like
Not
what
to say
Terrence
nothing
said. People
nasty.
just wear their outfit to the club.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
me,
and I
I
mean
swear.
that's really how it's been, and I feel like a lot of people are like reverting more to like the party type aesthetic now, like house party aesthetic, party
Yeah.
with people you know type shit.
Yeah.
Because it's just like that culture has gotten just so out of hand in terms of like even just the whole bottle service thing and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like there's just a lot of shit that's just kind of gotten out of hand with it because it doesn't make
It's-
sense.
it's
DJs
just-
aren't doing the work that they
It's
should
supposed
be
to
doing.
be more
or
of
have
like
been
everything
doing.
has become more of a flex than more of like a have fun type shit.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Like
Definitely
we
way
need
more
more like
flex.
we need more Lil Jon's rapping. We need more like 50 Cent in the clubs rapping. We need some more Nelly hot
Some
in here
Soulja Boy
rapping.
dance
For real.
music.
Like that's the type of music that we need because that's what pushes that scene. So if
Mhm.
niggas is just banging hardball music all the time, then
Yeah, because I
obviously
won't
not
lie, you
making
be in the
it
club, it's
thing.
like, oh yeah, I shoot that nigga in the next section, nigga. It's on my hip, even though I snuck it in the club. Like,
and
I
then
know
Oh
that's
my
literally what
God.
you're hearing, and you look around, and it's just like 4 sections of niggas just
But I feel
scouting
like-
each other out. You're just like, what the fuck?
Cause I feel
What
like
is
they can
going on
always go
here?
back to
Goddamn.
play the old stuff.
Yeah.
But then they don't want to feel like they playing some outdated ass shit. Like this
Yeah.
ain't like throwback night.
No, and I
So-
get that.
So that's why we need.
There's just a
motherfuckers
lot
to
of
make that new
pressure
club
all
music.
around on
Yeah.
everybody in the club scenes, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what is fucking it up. I mean, that's just what capitalism is too. It's like everybody's like
Become a
looking to
cash
make
grab.
money. They're
It's
like
become a-
all trying to cash grab. So like the bottle girls aren't necessarily thinking about how they should be treating their clients who are dropping hundreds of dollars on them.
Mhm.
Instead, they're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna bring these bottles here, do my quick little dance. Like they don't even look happy half the time doing
Yeah.
that
Swear
shit.
to them,
So it's like, bro, like there's so
Damn.
much
Damn.
in every single avenue of the club that needs to be fixed in
Yeah.
order for it to go back to being what it used to be.
Yeah, they need a
'Cause
complete
it's like-
vibe check.
It's like I feel like the only place that you can even get a club experience, a somewhat real one, is in Vegas. If you
Yeah.
want to, like,
Yeah.
maybe Miami, maybe New York has like that type of shit,
Yeah.
but like, no way, LA niggas they've been on that Instagram culture wave vibe, like look cool ass shit. They've been on that. So like, Vegas, I'd say, is like one of the only places that I felt like you go to the club and it actually feel like a fucking
People come
club.
to
Like people
party.
are actually there to party, not look cool. Like even though there is
Yeah.
dress codes and shit, it's
Yeah.
like nigga, if we in here, we're all able to dress the correct way. So
Yeah.
nigga, let's have fun. Like,
Literally.
and people are spending a lot more money in there too. So it's
Yeah.
like,
to have fun.
yeah, to have fun. So I don't know. That shit need a lot of work. For real. I'm also surprised not one single artist just came out of the Minneapolis or Minnesota club scene. And that should
Yeah.
have been like a goal for like a lot of people
Yeah, that
working
could
in
be
the
a
club scene
thing.
is
yeah.
to push somebody to
Mhm.
Be true.
fame so then them niggas can come back. Apart
Yeah.
from the only person that I've seen in the club that went up and was in the club like consistently, Lil Bianca.
Mhm.
But that's also because that DJ really fuck with her heavy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need is like those kind of relationships because like they be having Lil Bianca nights and all types of shit at Union or whatever. And it's like, I guess that is kind of an example of someone who did do that. Like shit, they were playing their shit, Afro beats, all types of other people
Mhm.
that were in that circle in the middle of the night. And that's kind
Yeah.
of what you need. And now you see what the outcome of that is. But
Yeah.
we don't have enough of that, I'd still say, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say one. He's not famous yet, but like I know you ski his when his
For
music
sure.
gets played in the
Yeah.
club.
For sure.
people
Oh
actually
yeah,
be
yeah,
rapping that
definitely a
shit.
lot of
For
people
sure.
play
Yeah,
his
it really
shit a lot
depends on
more
the
now.
promoter and the DJ though.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'd say he's
Per
definitely
club,
he's
like-
definitely like right now like the
I'd say
most
he gets
pushed in
played
that
at,
avenue.
He gets played
At
like
Monarch
everywhere.
and Gold Room a
Yeah,
lot.
Monarch, Golden
Oh, yeah.
Room, even before shows, like he's played a lot. Like people
Yeah.
will play his music, different DJs.
Yeah.
But I feel like you also have to be in tune with the Minnesota scene a little bit to like understand
to even
be
notice
playing
that that's him.
NLU Ski,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that's like a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like a lot of people too though his sound is like so good that some or like it's so unique that sometimes you may not even know that's a Minnesota guy at
To be
all
true,
Yeah.
when you first
It could
hear it. You know what I'm
you could
saying?
easily be in the club, hear that song, and think it's like a
Yeah,
straight.
like I think even a
in
lot of the
top
kids,
music, yeah.
kids, like even at the like Lil Tyler show, they might not even known he was from Minnesota the whole
Probably.
time.
Yeah.
Like a
Easily,
lot
bro.
of them
Especially
may
when
not
you
have
come
known.
up with
They might have
ice and
just
shit like
yeah,
that. Nigga
they
was
yeah.
flooded.
I
was
mean,
like,
even when you're on
"God
shit like Say Cheese TV and all this other
Yeah.
shit, like
Mhm.
I mean, and Off the Porch and all that,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't see Minnesota people on there. So like, I
Yeah.
mean, the
Facts.
only two people I think I've seen is Skeet and A-Dot, and maybe 2 times was on there or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
At one
was.
point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I know maybe a lot of people on there aren't even necessarily straight Minnesota rap fans, so they're like, oh shit, this guy's hard, or like I just see him and I listen to his music or whatever, and then you're a lot of the time, sometimes you'll hear a song and you'll be like, oh, this guy's from Minnesota. Like even Owl City, we probably didn't even know them niggas was from Minnesota
No, not
until
for a
like
long
2
time.
years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's probably so many people who is just discovering that or still did not know that, but was banging Fireflies. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. It's like we were banging that shit
Literally.
off the radio, not even knowing where them niggas was from. So like
Literally.
you never know. He could have a bunch of people who do not even know that he's from here in Minnesota who just fuck with him just off the strength of his uniqueness, because he got a sound that isn't necessarily, I'd say, from here, like
Yeah.
that everyone is using or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's good though. Really keeps him standing out.
Oh man.
For
No
real.
cap, no cap.
It's fire. It's fire. It's what you need, bro. You gotta
No,
have a sound.
you do need
bro. You
that,
gotta-
and
you
I
have a
and
unique
and
sound.
and
People hear
and
you,
yeah,
they
I
know
do
it's you.
even want to redact that, like for sure. Like I definitely respect even all the DJ scenes who've been pushing him, because like
That shit's fire.
that is so key and to his career. I think like even if it may not look like it from the outside, and once he hits that upper echelon, like that's something that artists will remember forever.
That's shit
and,
you
like-
appreciate for
and
real
like
hard as
and
fuck.
for sure I feel like he'd probably pay that forward to y'all in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if that's bringing y'all with him.
LaPat. Remember that when we met his DJ?
Yeah.
Like remember he said remember we were talking to the DJ.
Wait, was it? Yeah,
was
Love
Lil
Pat. Yeah.
And she was talking about he came up to her to spin his music in the club, and she
Oh,
did.
yeah,
And ever since
yeah.
that day, she was fucking with him,
Yep.
and now she's touring with
Yep.
him with 300.
Exactly, and that's the thing
Boom.
is like you never know what tour or who he's gonna be on tour with or whatever's gonna
Bro.
happen down the line, and like
yeah, because niggas
literally.
need
he
official
could
DJs.
pay it forward to
Literally.
y'all for
Yeah,
that. So
for sure.
any
Literally.
artist could in general, like, and that's why I feel like a lot of people a lot of DJs should invest into the artist scene here a little bit more, because that could change y'all lives. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Literally.
saying? Like, but hey,
So everyone it's
it's a work together
elevation
process.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
no,
definitely a work together
100%.
process for sure.
100%. It's not a dolo act unless you're a fucking one of a million viral hit sensation that
Well,
takes you straight to the top like a yachty.
Yeah, or like Lil Nas X or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
That's rare though. That's
it's
rare.
very rare.
Like even
very
if you
rare.
go viral, it's not guaranteed.
Mm-mm.
Straight up.
For sure, for sure. Is that a rapper?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Rapper,
probably a little
tapping out.
rap.
Dude, just thinking.
Gotta go
He
to
said
the post
he-
office.
Mr.
Postman.
Post Ain't no post office.
Take my package.
Meet me at the USPS over on University Ave.
Oh my
It's
God,
about 10
niggas
minutes if you
tryna
want
get
to.
it.
He's got
Yeah.
50K on him, Rob.
Niggas finna get.
He's gonna go drop a package with 100K right now.
Yeah, he about to drop off like 4 pair of Travis 4s, some Cos 4s.
Yeah, link with him.
Yeah, let me pull
Link
up,
with
slide,
him. Just pull up with him. Pull up on him.
slide. You can have him if you get there before we do.
All right, y'all. 1521 Como Avenue Southeast, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Vintage clothing, sneakers, slide. We're open today. Bye.